Hello everyone, today I'm going to be bringing you along as I show you everything that I do to prepare for a new semester of university, from school supply shopping to resetting my routines and setting some goals. This is everything that I do to get myself ready for a new semester in university and a new school year. Starting off this video with what I'm going to call a system reset, which is essentially where I like to update my Notion and Google Calendar, since those are the main two apps I use to stay organized and on track of everything. My friend and I actually caught up at a cafe and did this together, so that was really nice to just kind of get back into the habit of using those again and overall update them. I am a big Notion user, so I'll actually link down below my Notion tour and template if you are interested, because I already have a video kind of going over all of that. And then we also stopped by the stationery store that I really like, just to kind of browse, because I'm really trying to prioritize reusing the supplies I already own. But still, it's always fun to kind of browse and look around, especially when it comes to back to school season. This would be so cute for like a book journal. The next thing I've been working on and kind of prioritizing has been my routine, especially entering a new semester and knowing that I'm gonna have some early morning classes. I wanted to really make it a priority to start waking up at the same time. So far, I've been pretty consistent in waking up at around 7 a.m., but I want to eventually work my way up to maybe 6:30 so that I can really ensure I have enough time in my morning routine to ease into the day and still do all of the things that set up my day in the right way, like reading and journaling, doing my skincare, having my breakfast, and doing all of that before having to get ready and head out. And for that, obviously, I've been also working on trying to go to bed a little bit earlier. I try not to go to bed later than 12, and that's been making waking up earlier a lot easier as well. Good morning, everyone. I'm just gonna get ready right now to kind of show you guys my getting ready routine for school. I'm gonna be doing pretty much the same thing I would normally do if I had class, and I have actually been working on trying to fix my sleep schedule and kind of get into the habit of waking up and going to bed at the same time every day, so that way I can start school and already have that in order, because I feel like that's one of the hardest things, going from like summertime and having such a free schedule to suddenly having a lot more structure and just having to kind of rely on yourself to get out of bed and go to class. So yeah, the routine that you just saw is usually what I would do if I were getting ready for class. And right now I'm going to do my makeup for the day and kind of walk you guys through what that looks like, while also just giving some general updates. I use this Merit, I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of a concealer, and it's honestly really great because I just use that to cover any like blemishes and, you know, cover my under eye bags, which are only going to get more prominent as the semester starts and work starts picking up. But yeah, really easy to use if, like me, you don't really know what to do when it comes to makeup. I thought I'd also give an update on how I'm feeling going into my second year of university, because my first year was definitely a little bit tricky. At least the first semester was kind of an adjustment, because I found myself experiencing a lot of like mental blocks and just comparing myself to other students a lot and just not really feeling like I belonged to my program. I'm in an arts program, I'm studying film production, and I don't know why, maybe it's because it's creative, but like I just found myself comparing myself to others a lot when it came to like ideas, or I just felt like others had so much talent already and I was coming into the program feeling a little bit behind and experiencing some imposter syndrome, which honestly I've talked about so much on my channel. I feel like I'm honestly a broken record at this point. But yeah, I really had to like adjust my mindset and kind of shift my perspective from not relying on school so much. Like when it comes to just daily life, I would try to like romanticize, you know, my life outside of that, enjoy reading, enjoy other hobbies, and that's where I found, you know, more balance, because I wasn't, you know, letting all of the negative thoughts kind of get to me so much, because I was focusing on other things and just focusing on healthy habits that would help me have a better mindset. But I would be lying if I said that going into this semester I'm not already kind of feeling apprehensive and worried about that imposter syndrome creeping back in. And now I'm going to use this Merit kind of highlighting bronzing stick. This is in the shade Solstice, and they sent this to me, but I love this so much I would repurchase it with my own money. I use it to like kind of highlight, and also I put it on my eyelids and it looks really good, so highly recommend. Oh yeah, as I was saying, like I would be lying if I said I'm not feeling apprehensive going into this semester about those feelings coming back up. And it's kind of hard because I don't really know how to like tackle it. Obviously you can like repeat positive affirmations and, you know, make sure you're surrounding yourself with a supportive environment, but at the end of the day you kind of just have to like be there for yourself and actually believe in yourself and trust that you belong in the program you're in. But again, I'm trying to not get ahead of myself too much and just take it one day at a time. Like honestly, I am really looking forward to going to lectures again. I love my classes where I just like watch a movie and write texts and kind of discuss about that. That's always been really fun. I'm really looking forward to going on study dates with my friend. I have a friend who's starting, oh my god, I put a lot of blush on. I have a friend who's gonna be, you know, joining me and starting uni, so that's gonna be really fun. We can hang out together, and then yeah, I'm just excited for like the things I'm gonna do outside of class, also just like romanticizing my daily routine and going to lectures and, you know, putting on a cute outfit. Like I think focusing on those things honestly makes me feel more comfortable and more balanced and well-rounded on a day-to-day. So yeah, that kind of helps me just focus on the now and like be more rounded in my routine than, you know, stressing out about the future and about comparing myself to others. One other thing I am actually really excited and looking forward to is starting to make more school and uni vlogs. That has always, you know, brought me a lot of joy, and it's just something that keeps me inspired and honestly just brings me a lot of happiness when I'm feeling stressed about the semester. Like I'm so excited for fall and just to wear cute fall outfits and darker lipstick and everything. It's just gonna be so fun. That is the finished makeup, and I feel like on days when I do feel like getting ready and taking a bit more time to do that, it's just nice to listen to music and kind of do this routine because it's very quick. And yeah, it just makes me feel more put together for the day, which we love. Another thing I like to do to kickstart the semester, and honestly just to get me motivated and inspired to start school again, is to make a mood board. So on my Notion I already have a header that I like, but I wanted to fill this little blank space with a collage. So I just went on Pinterest and looked for some photos that would encompass the vibe I'm going for this semester. I just really like how this mood board turned out, and I really recommend making one and keeping it in an accessible place that you will see pretty often. So I just put that on my Notion where I would see it every day, and then I also took this time to outline some goals that I have for the fall 2024 semester. I've separated these into academic and personal goals, but I really do feel like they're very intertwined, and I feel like for me I really want to focus on my routine and on making sure I'm managing my time well so that I am staying balanced as much as possible. So that's mostly what my goals are about for this upcoming semester. Next, moving on to giving your environment a bit of a refresh and reset as well. I think it's nice to enter a new semester and go into it already with a nice clean environment, knowing that everything is already in its place. Obviously the goal is to keep it tidy and maintain this nice decluttered state as the semester progresses, but it's just nice to go into it already having done that. For me, this included tidying my room and removing some dust that had accumulated on my dresser, and also obviously organizing and decluttering my desk, which is where I'll be spending a lot of time, so that I can slowly but surely take my desk out of the hibernation it's been in all summer and slowly ease back into working at that space for this semester. And then the last thing I wanted to include in this video that definitely isn't typical of every back to school season is that I decided to finally invest in an iPad. I've been thinking about it for quite some time, and I just decided that now would be a good time for me to finally purchase one. I'm gonna use it a lot for school and for note-taking, but also for making thumbnails and all those kinds of things. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. last and arguably most important part of preparing for another semester, which is to pack my bag and make sure I have all of my supplies. And so I'm gonna do a kind of like what's in my backpack slash study essentials. And I actually had to buy a new backpack because the one I've been previously using from Converse broke, which is really unfortunate because I actually liked it a lot. But as you can see, the zipper here is just like disconnected. I was like continuously using it and it just progressively got worse and kind of is now just coming off. So seeing as the purpose of a backpack is usually to keep things in, and this one just has a massive hole in a pocket that doesn't close, I decided to switch. And I'm actually very specific about what I'm looking for in a backpack. I wish I was the type of person who could just carry everything in a tote bag or a purse, but unfortunately my shoulders, you know, need the support. So I ended up getting the Lululemon double zip backpack. This one has a lot of pockets. It's also very spacious, which is great. It has 2 pockets in the front, and then it has 1 big pocket with some smaller little compartments inside, and a pocket in the back that's a little bit more sturdy to hold your laptop. So hopefully this lasts me a while because it was kind of expensive for a bag. But yeah, again, I am very specific in what I'm looking for. I thought this one would suit all of my needs. It also has some pockets for your water bottle. Also, actually, I ordered this case from Logitech for my iPad, and it apparently came with a backpack as well. This one is like a really tiny one, but it's also very cute, and I might use this one as well on days when I don't, you know, need to bring my laptop to school, because this one is lighter and, you know, it can hold still my iPad and a couple of other study essentials. So we'll see, but for now I'm gonna fit everything into this one. Starting with my laptop, it is a MacBook. I've had it since 2020 and I use it for note-taking, for assignments, and also for editing, and I keep it in this case from Loft, and it's actually a really great case. Also converts into a laptop stand, so I really like it. I do think from now on I'm going to switch over to my iPad for note-taking and for school, since that's kind of the reason why I bought it. It's also much lighter and doesn't take up as much space, but on some, you know, study days I'm probably still going to bring my computer, especially if I want to get some editing done. I do that on here. And then with that, I obviously also need all of my chargers and cables. So I have this little pouch I bought from Muji that I use to keep everything in. I have my hard drive, my charger, and then I also have like SD cards and that kind of stuff in here. And then as you guys saw, my latest investment has been this iPad. This is the iPad Air 11-inch, and I wanted to invest in this for school and for note-taking, but also to edit like thumbnails and do all of that. And I also got this case from Logitech, and since I am going to be using it mostly for note-taking, I wanted something with a keyboard. And then moving on to notebooks, I don't really take as many handwritten notes anymore since I kind of moved over to digital, but I still like to keep a small notebook for when I'm brainstorming or outlining an essay or something like that. And then as for my planner and agenda, I use a mix of Notion and Google Calendar a lot, but then I also like to have a physical planner, and this one is from Lichtum. I don't know how to pronounce that. I am very sorry. But I really like the layout and the way this is structured. It has everything I need. And then moving on to stationery, I've been using this pencil case that I got at like a random bookstore for a couple years now, and it fits everything I need. I have a mechanical pencil. This one is Incognito, apparently. I don't know what brand this is. I have a tiny little ruler also. Love this when I need to underline things. A black, you know, gel pen. This one is the Pilot G2, and this one is a little bit thicker because I also have a Muji one that I love as well. I use these for journaling and they're great. Zebra clip pens. I have one in blue and in red. I also have 2 mild liners, a tiny little eraser, this corrector. I actually really like this one. It's from Pencil. It's the correction tape, and it's really compact, so that's great. And then I also keep some hand cream in my pencil case because my hands can get dry, especially in the winter, so I like having that, you know, easily accessible. I also usually put a chapstick in here just so I can reapply chapstick in class if ever I need it. So yeah, that is all for actual school supplies. And then other kind of miscellaneous things I like to bring, I have some gum, obviously my wallet and my keys, headphones. I can't, you know, go anywhere without these. And I actually think also making a good study or school playlist is another essential. Obviously my water bottle, I bring this everywhere with me. This one is from David's Tea. It has some scratches and some bumps because I've had it with me for years, but It's kind of like my emotional support water bottle at this point. I also try to bring a book with me wherever I go, and if it's not a physical one, then I like to have like an ebook or an audiobook I can listen to. That pretty much concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and whether you've already started classes or if you're going to be starting soon like me, I hope you have a great semester. I am going to be posting some university vlogs and more kind of school content soon, so be on the lookout for that. I am excited. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night wherever you are, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!